our undergraduate degree and certificate programs. We're really happy to see you. And if you can turn on your video, it's always great to see folks, but we understand if you can't. That's totally fine too. I'm just on for a minute before I hand things off to my colleagues, Alvin Joseph and Sheila Gold, to say, again, welcome. We're glad that you're considering the Tulane School of Professional Advancement as a place to go back to school. And during this webinar, the hope is that you will be convinced by the quality of the academic program we describe, by the student support that we describe, and everything else that makes our school so special. So I look forward to meeting you online, in person, whatever the case might be, and getting to know you as part of the admissions process. And again, thanks for coming today. We appreciate it. And with that, I'll turn things over to Sheila.
Thanks, Suri. Welcome, everybody. Let me just reiterate our welcome. I always am appreciative when folks take a little bit of time during their day to spend with us. We love talking about our programs. We think we have great programs to share with you all. And so we're always excited to talk about it. So I'm Sheila Gold. I'm the Executive Director of Admissions, and I'm joined by my colleague, Alvin Joseph. He and I are going to be talking you through the slides today. At the bottom of your screen, there is a chat function. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. We hopefully will have a minute or two at the end of the webinar to answer some questions. And if there's other questions that are very specific to just you and not, the whole group, we may reach out to you individually. So we're going to go ahead and get started. For those of you who are not familiar with Tulane and specifically the School of Professional Advancement, Tulane University was founded in 1834 as the Medical College of Louisiana. What's kind of interesting and very germane to our circumstances today is that it was founded as a response to the yellow fever epidemic that was taking place in Louisiana in the 1830s, specifically in New Orleans. And here we are, we find ourselves in another epidemic, which is a global pandemic. But very shortly thereafter, about 50 years thereafter, the School of Professional Advancement was founded. It was under a different name, but it was the same school. We are the iteration of the founding school, but it was founded as a way to educate professionals in the community, to provide continuing education to professionals and provide education to adult learners. We have been doing that for 130 years. It is very much in the DNA of Tulane University to offer education to working professionals. And so now we also offer undergraduate degrees to first-time undergraduates and to folks who are returning back to school after many years to get their undergraduate degree or to finish out their undergraduate degree. So we always like to connect our history back to what we're doing today. Some of the things that we're going to talk about in this webinar are our programs, generally what our undergraduate degrees are. We're going to talk about the strength of our faculty. We're going to share with you how we support students, not only at the beginning of their process, but how we provide support to our students all the way through, because we're committed to seeing our students graduate. We're going to talk about our affordability and our flexibility in terms of our scheduling of classes, and also the strength of a Tulane degree. We are a world-renowned institution, and so our degree carries a lot of weight in the workplace. We like to talk a little bit about online learning at the School of Professional Advancement. And we were talking about this years ago because we have been at the forefront of online learning for many years. But now when we talk about it, everybody understands what we talk about. Before COVID-19 hit, not everybody was familiar with online learning, but now everybody's doing online learning. But why that's important for us to share is because our model is very different than I think what some people are used to. Our online learning is specifically designed to be offered to students in the online space. We have what we call instructional designers, and these are professionals who have degrees in education, but their particular specialty is learning how to take traditional curriculum that's taught in the classroom and translate it to the online space. And that's not just creating PowerPoints. I think that's what a lot of people think online learning is. Our curriculum is designed so that students will have small group discussions, will have group work, will be able to engage in discussion boards and interactive exercises. There'll be opportunities to create relationships with other students and the faculty. It's a very interactive kind of online learning, and so students really feel like they have a connection with their classmates, with their professors, and of course, they get quite a rigorous education. There will be monthly meetings, much like in this format, where you Zoom in, but you will also have very interactive and engaging opportunities. So we do like to share that model with our students. Um, just some data and some facts behind it. We've had almost 1,400 students at this point, probably more, complete almost 13,000 hours of online coursework. So that was just in the last year. We have 8 master's degrees, 11 graduate certificates, 4 post-baccalaureate certificates, that were developed specifically for online. And we train our faculty. This is also what's important. We train our faculty how to deliver online courses. Not all of our undergraduate courses are online. Right now they are because of the pandemic, but the ones that are developed specifically to be taught this way. A little bit about the bachelor's degrees that we offer. We have Bachelors of Arts and Bachelors of Science. We offer both. We have a BA in Digital Design, a BS in Exercise Science, a BA in General Legal Studies. So if there's anybody out there who's interested in law school, that would be a great one for you. We have a BA in Health and Wellness, a BA in Homeland Security, a BA in Humanities, which is very broad-based, a BS in IT, a BA in Public Relations, and a BA in Social Sciences, which is also very broad-based. So if you're looking for just like a general curriculum, the humanities and the social sciences would be best for those of you. We also offer post-baccalaureate certificates, which are considered undergraduate programs, but they are for folks who already have a bachelor's degree. We offer those certificates in digital design, teacher prep for those of you who want to get certified as a teacher, information technology, Homeland Security, Health and Wellness, and in paralegal studies. We also offer professional certificates, which are not full degrees, but just certificates of skills that can be applied immediately to the workplace in business, PR, digital media and marketing, and human resources. So those are smaller commitments of time than a whole bachelor's degree. We like to share a little bit about our faculty. What is interesting about the School of Professional Advancement is that all of our faculty have been practitioners or are current practitioners in the fields in which they teach. So imagine being taught by an actual professional in that field. That's what our faculty are. So for instance, for our general legal studies program, Patricia Betancourt, she's a litigation expert. She's a lawyer, she litigates, but she teaches as part of what she enjoys doing. Bo Boudreau is one of our English teachers, but he's a poet. He's a current poet and published. In our health and wellness and our kinesiology program, Tyra Mitchell is one of our professors, and she's the former chief physical therapist at Ochsner. So she is a trained practicing physical therapist. And then Ralph Russo, who's the director of our IT program, he is a former commanding police officer from NYPD, and he founded their counterintelligence unit after 9/11. So he is, once again, a practitioner in the field. He knows all about IT and counterintelligence, and he's helped design our curriculum. So it's important for you all to know that you're being taught by folks who know the latest in the field and can help you develop your career. A little bit about our student success and support. I like to tell our prospective students that our advisors are probably the best on Tulane's campus. I really do mean that. They are dedicated to our students. They are housed right in the School of Professional Advancement. So we don't share them with any other school. They are dedicated to our students. They are easy to get in touch with. Every single one of our advisors has a calendar function in their email, so you can just set an appointment yourself on any open spot on their calendar when you need to meet with them. They're assigned as major advisors. The program directors are major advisors, in addition to your faculty advisor. And they're here to help our students not only pick their courses, but troubleshoot issues that you might be having and keep you on track to graduate. We are very much committed to our students staying in our program and graduating. We offer other support to our students also. We have safety and security that we offer to our students. So if you're on campus, we offer that to you all. And then, of course, we have our whole network of former students and graduates who serve as mentors to our students and possible career connections. We also have our own dedicated career advisor who helps our students put their resumes together, put their LinkedIn together, can help connect you to possible job openings in the city and beyond the city, as well as help you do mock interviews if you ever want to practice. And then also for our students who need some support along the way during the classes, we have a tutoring center on Tulane's campus that's available to you. So these are all things that just come to you as being part of a SOPA student. One thing that I'm going to share with our students is that we have a program called Credit for Prior Learning. And this is important for our students to know because you can earn up to 24 credits towards your degree for knowledge that you may already be bringing to the classroom. And that means that if there's a class that you need to take for your degree, but you already have that knowledge because you've been working in the field for years, but you're deciding to come back to school to get your degree, you can prove to your program director that you can show them through your resume and through telling them all of the experience that you've had. And they may say to you, you know what, you don't need to take this class because you've been doing this for years. And then they'll give you credit towards that class and you won't have to take it. You can do that up to 24 credit hours. So that's important for students to know because that's a savings of time and of money. So if you feel like, so I always, this is an example that I use. Some of you out there might be, have been working in nonprofits. And you might have grant writing experience. You might have been doing that for years. So if you have to take a grant writing class as part of the prerequisites towards your degree, you can go to your program director and say, I've been writing grants successfully for 5 years. These are the grants I've written. This is the organization that I wrote the grants for. And they'll say to you, great, you don't have to take this class. So that's an example of a way that you can get credit for prior learning. So we like to share that with our students. Those of you who might have military training, that is often applied towards some of our programs. So reach out to your professors and ask if you can apply your prior knowledge. I'm going to turn the next couple slides over to Alvin to share with us a little bit about affordability of a SOPA degree and also the application process. So Alvin.
Yeah, so affordability, that's one of the things that we kind of hang our hats on over here at Tulane SOPA. We know that a lot of our students sometimes have full-time jobs, families, and other financial responsibilities. And so we don't want tuition to be something that's out the realm of possibility for our students. And as you can see, the average, the cost of tuition per credit hour is $524 for our upcoming summer 2021 term. And there's a slight increase in fall 2021 to $576. And each class is around 3 credits per class. And one of the things that a lot of our students are happy to hear is that we don't charge much in fees. So what you're paying is going toward your classes and tuition. Financial aid is also a legit point of concern with a lot of our students here. Many of our students are on some type of financial aid. And as you can see, we have several different types. We have federal grants and loans, the Yellow Ribbon program. So we try and reach out to our veterans. And also there's a 20% discount for active duty military, K through 12 instructional staff, and New Orleans area public employees. And as Sheila talked about earlier, we can offer up to 24 credit hours of work 24 credit hours for work and life experience. So we want to reward those people that serve the public and do good works around the community. And so applying is simple. We have students that range from the age of 17 to 77. So we want to make it across the board in a simple and easy process. And so in order to complete the application, in most cases, there will be a $40 undergraduate application fee. But as a reward for you guys spending your time here with us this afternoon, we'll go ahead and waive that for you. And if at any point you do see that $40 application fee come up, just contact me or Sheila, and we'll go ahead and waive that. It's an easy process on our part, so don't feel shy to tell us about that. But we also ask that you upload a government ID with the valid expiration date. So I know sometimes that expiration date can kind of creep up on your driver's license, but before you apply, just make sure that it's unexpired, and we'll go ahead and take that. Or you can upload a passport. That's also another form of ID that we see pretty often. And your transcripts from your previous institution can be sent to us electronically, or they can be mailed in a sealed envelope. So as long as the envelope isn't broken, we'll take that. You can mail it to our street address. But one of the most common options is just to have your previous institution send it to us electronically. And then going forward, here are some of our application deadlines. If you want to apply for our upcoming summer 2021 term, the deadline is May 1st, but we encourage students to apply early. And as you can see, our early enrollment scholarship deadline is April 15th. So if you apply before that date, we'll award you a $200 scholarship. And again, it's just to make things easier. We don't want anyone to feel stressed during this application period. And so I know sometimes it can get a little stressful the closer you get to the application deadline. So just to make things easier and simpler, we'll go ahead and reward you for doing it early. Our fall deadline is August 1st, but if you look, our early enrollment scholarship deadline is June 1st. And for our spring 2022 term, actually, the deadline is January 1st, but the early enrollment scholarship deadline is December 1st. And if at any point you have any questions about the application process, registration, anything about our classes, financial aid, feel free to contact me or Sheila, and we'll go ahead and get those answers for you, because we want to do all that we can to help you throughout this process. And the lines of communication are open always, so definitely feel free to contact us.
Thanks, Alvin. Yeah, I just wanted to underscore the early enrollment scholarship. So that means if you apply and actually register for classes by these early dates, you'll get $200 off your first semester of tuition. It's a scholarship, but we make it a discount. That's how we apply it. And that's just money that we offer to you all as an incentive to enroll early. And also it kind of helps us have students apply so that we don't have a big crush of people, closer towards the deadline. So take advantage of it. If you know that you want to come for summer, get your application in now. We'll get you. read our applications on a rolling basis. So as soon as your application is completed, we will read it and send you your admissions decision, and you can go and get registered for classes as soon as registration opens. And that $200, you know, will go a long way towards books or, you know, whatever it might be for your first semester. So I encourage everyone to go ahead and do that. So if you have any questions about that, you also can, as Alvin said, you can always ask us. So that is a little bit our presentation for today, sort of the formal stuff. If you all have any questions, go ahead and let's see, and put it in the chat. I don't know if I see any questions in the chat. Alvin, do you see any questions?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right. Well, oh, and I know that this keeps going out. I'm sorry, that's me. So that's my contact information, sgold@tulane.edu. Y'all can go ahead and send me any questions that you might have. That's our phone number. Go ahead. That's our general front desk. If you have any admissions questions, you can call the front desk as well. And, you know, we certainly appreciate you all joining us today. Once again, you'll get the application fee waived for joining us. So we certainly hope that we will see your application soon.
Oh, we got a question.
Oh, is there a question?
Yes.
Can you, I don't see a question. Can you take yourself off of mute? Do you mind? And just ask the question.
Hi.
Hi, that's Ellen. Hi, Ellen.
I was wondering if someone could address the stackable certificates, kind of just a brief description of what that is.
So stackable certificates mean that they're certificates that you can take and just end there. Right? It's a cluster of 4 or 5 courses, and then you'll have a certificate in whichever certificate you're pursuing. Or if you're interested in pursuing either the bachelor's degree or master's degree that certificate stacks onto, those 4 or 5 courses will count towards the degree.
Okay.
So look at the, think of it as hopscotch. I know this is odd, but this is the image that just popped in my head. So in hopscotch, you could like hop onto squares 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that could be it, right? You could stop there. Or if you want to go all the way to 10, 10 being the final either master's or bachelor's degree, then you already have the 4 squares.
Okay.
Towards the 10. So you could do either or. And most of our certificates are meant to be stackable. Our hope is that students actually will stack them. You know, that you'll say, you know what, I'm already 4 or 5 courses in, I'll just keep chipping away. And we're purposely flexible in the way we structure, because we know that most of our students are either working or they have like other responsibilities like raising kids or taking care of older adults or whatever it might be. So we purposely have flexible scheduling, which means that we either have our courses online or in the evenings if they're in person. So chipping away at a degree is not that hard to do. You know, you can work during the day and take like a class at night for a semester here and there. And before you know it, you've got your full degree.
Okay.
Okay, great question. Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All right. Well, we'd like to thank everybody for coming today. And if you have any other questions, definitely reach out to us. So thank you all and have a great day.
Thank you.